guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a little bun thing. I saw a YouTube video on it. So welcome to my channel. So today's video is kind of like a challenge because it was really a challenge for me. So it's kind of doing a makeup look using Ipsy delivered products. So it was kind of a challenge for me, but I achieved this look, so I'm kind of proud of it. So I hope you keep on watching. Please like this video, comment down below what kind of videos would you like to see from me, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm watching you, you better subscribe and enjoy. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting first off with moisturizing my shoulders. I'm using the Wonder Beauty Lotion Illuminatrix, and after that I'm using the Glossier CoconutBalm.com lip balm because my lips have been a little bit dry lately, so I just want to moisturize them because we're going in with a matte lipstick, and I just want to moisturize my lips a little bit more before we go to that step. Okay, so for primer, I'm using the BioBell Facial Mask Primer, and well, this is the first time I'm using it, and I've seen it all over social media, and I really liked it. It felt really cool on my skin, and I felt it working. So yeah, I really liked it. So after I take my mask off, I have to rinse off the residue, and I'm gonna start my makeup with the brows. And for brows, I'm using the Wonder Beauty Brow Pencil in shade Dark Brown. I really like this product. I don't know why I use it as much, but it's a really good product. For carving my brows, I'm using this Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer in the shade Fair. This is my latest Ipsy box product, so this is the first time I'm using it, and I really liked it. It like becomes tacky after a moment, so that's a really good thing. Okay, for setting my eyeshadow primer, I'm using the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. First of all, I love the name. I love this product. It's so fine. It's like a fine grain, so it's a really good product. Okay, so for transition shade, I'm using the Paper Tiger, the ColourPop single eyeshadow, and I've used this in other videos and I really like it. Before this look, I did another look like for this video, yeah, it went horrible. Just stick till the end so you can see my reaction to the last, and you can see like a pic of the last look, because it was absolutely horrifying. Okay, but this look is going very well, and I'm very happy with the results. Okay, so as you can see, I'm applying the Paper Tiger color everywhere in my eye, because later on we're going with a gold shade, which wasn't really that pigmented, but I'll talk about it later. Okay, so for the lid color, as I talked before, I'm using the Pacifica Beach Crystals palette, and the name of the colors are really confusing, so I don't know if it's the color Face Tint or Mars, but I'm using the gold, and as you can see, I'm using even my finger, and it's really not that pigmented. I even took a brush and sprayed it with my setting spray, the Pretty Vulgar, and it helped a little bit, but not that much. Like, I had to go in again and spray again. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Like, you can see a little bit of the color payoff, but it's like lacking luster. So yeah, I've used better gold shades. Okay, so for liner, I'm using the Starlux Pro liner, and I like this liner. I don't mind it at all because I prefer the liquid liners. I feel like it's easier to control, but I don't mind this at all. I really like how the wing turned out, and the cool thing about this liner is that it's dual-ended, so in one part you have the pointed tip, which you're seeing right now, and the other part it's a really cute star, which you'll see me use more towards the end of the video. Okay, so now I'm using the Aurora X Ipsy Pro Color Corrector in the color Pistachio, and I don't know, I've used it before for my blemishes and stuff, but it just doesn't convince me as much. And yeah, because I feel like even though I blend it with my finger and it's supposed to blend like easier and with more pigment payoff, I feel like it takes, I don't know, the product like comes off when I go on to blend with my foundation. I feel like it's so weird. Okay, so the sponge I'm using is from SLMISSGLAM, and it actually came in an Ipsy box, and it's called the Sparkle Everyday Glam Beauty Sponge. I really like this sponge. The only problem I had was when I went in with my concealer, when I went in to blend with my concealer, like it took the product off. I don't even know why, but it did that. I had to use my finger to blend it because it took the concealer off. I could still see my under eyes, and I believe it's not the product, because when I went in to use it for my eyeshadow primer, it like covered everything. So when I went in with my finger, it like covered, but with the sponge it was a little bit difficult. But overall, my foundation blended perfectly thanks to the sponge. So I really like this sponge. Not so much for concealer though. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm using this Smashbox concealer, and I'm first putting it on my nose, on my upper lip, and on my chin. I like stopped putting it on my forehead because I feel like after I put my bronzer, my forehead looks illuminated anyways. So yeah, I just stopped. Okay, so as always, now I'm putting it on under my eyes because I always do this step. I first put it on my high points and then my under eyes, because I feel like the less time the concealer is under the eyes, the less it creases and the easier it is for me to like move it around because it's like fresher. Okay, so as you can see, I'm trying to blend it with the sponge, but it's just taking the product off. So that's why I went in later with my finger, because like it blended it a little bit, but it's not the coverage I was expecting. Rather than when I used it on my eyelid, like it covered everything, and now under my eyes it's like covering nothing. And yeah, that's why I used my finger later, because I realized it wasn't the product, it was actually the sponge. And yeah. Okay, so it's not the best quality, but can you see the difference? I don't know, maybe with other concealers the sponge might work better, but with this concealer, no. Okay, and for setting my concealer, I'm using the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, and as I mentioned before, this is a really good powder. I really love this powder, so I just recommend this product. This is one of the best products I've received from Ipsy box. Okay, so for under eye, I'm using again the ColourPop shadow, the Paper Tiger. And as I mentioned before, this is a really pretty color and is really pigmented as well, so I really like it. Okay, so I usually don't do this to set my face inside. I usually go outside. Yeah, I have a little fan. I usually go outside, but yeah, I just didn't want to move. Okay, so now for a highlighter, I'm using the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlighter in the shade Sin. This is one of the first products I've received from Ipsy, and it's really pigmented, really glowy, as you can see. I really love it. I even had to blend a lot with my finger, but it's a really pretty highlighter. I really love it. Okay, by the way, this brush that I'm using and the one I used for the highlighter were delivered to me from Ipsy, and I really love these brushes. I'm gonna link them down below in the description box so you can guys see what brushes I'm using, because sorry, I'm not telling you what brushes I'm using in the video, but they're gonna be in the description box. Okay, so for blush, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Feisty. And if you've seen my older videos, you know that I've been talking about getting into blush lately, and that I was so happy that I was getting into blush. And when I got this blush, like, I didn't pay attention as much because I wasn't using blush as much, but now that I'm using blush a lot, this makes me so happy. This is one of my top fave blushes of all time. Okay, so for lining my waterline, I'm using the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay. And there's not much to say. I really like this pencil. It's really pigmented, so I like it a lot. Okay, and with the same brush I used to apply Paper Tiger under the eye, I'm using it to smear it with the liner so it can blend and look good. Okay, and for lips, I'm using the Mellow Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade I don't know how to pronounce it. Tehran, I think it's Tehran. Okay, so yeah, it's a really pretty shade. Because I receive a lot of lipsticks, like liquid lipsticks from Ipsy, but I just swatch them and I don't really like use them. But girl, I discovered this and wow, shook. I really love it. It's really pretty. And yeah, that's everything I have to say about it. For the center of my lips, to give a little dimension, I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Kaido, and well, it just kind of disappeared after a while, so yeah, but it's really cute, it's really pretty. Okay, and as I mentioned before, I'm using the Starlux Pro liner, which had the like dual ended with the star. So I'm using the star and it looked super cute. It like pulled the look together. I don't know, I really liked it. Okay, so final thoughts. I really like all the products I use. The things I kind of don't like are the corrector, which when I blend it, even with my finger, which is supposed to be like more pigmented, yeah, that's a regular for me, because even though I put a lot of product, you can see that the red spots peek in. So yeah, that's like a regular for me. And the Pacifica Beach crystals, like if you swatch them, yeah, they're really pigmented, but when you go to apply it, I have to use like spray to get the pigment, and I have to go again and go again to still get pigment. So that was like a regular for me, but overall the other products I use, I really like them. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my experience, because it was kind of a challenge for me. I'm gonna insert a video later of my attempt, because before this look, I was trying to create another look, and it looked like I had bruised my eyes. So, but overall, I really liked it, and please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you think of this video. For me, it was, as I told you before, it was really an experience. So please comment down below and give me suggestions too of videos. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much.